Out back of Bullywalla, on a stretch of our great land, I chanced to meet with an old red roo, a quart pot in his hand. A fiercely proud Australian, he'd tramped from shore to shore, and his grip was firm and friendly as I shook his hairy paw. Well, he put that quart pot on to boil, rolled himself a smoke, and we yarned about days gone by and shared a bushman's joke. He told me how he'd left his home in search of greener grass, and I sat amazed as he relayed the stories of his past. Well, the day that Captain Cook arrived was the one remembered most. He'd been having a vacation with his mates down on the coast. He'd hid back in the bottle brush, watched those black men stare in awe at the tall ship there at anchor as the white men came ashore. Years later he was having a vacation in the south. Again he saw those tall ships sail through the harbour mouth. Those white men built a town there, some ventured to the plains, while some wore red and marched in rows, the others walked in chains. Well, his life, he said, from that day on took change from day to day. In places he had always roamed, he could no longer stay. The flocks of sheep and cattle herds spread across his plain so bold, and every creek and mountain ridge held men in search of gold. Well, he'd spent his life a wanderer, but never had regret of seeing places he had seen or people he had met. From the rolling coastal ranges to the vastness of the heart, he'd watched this nation's history, of which he was a part. As we sat beneath that gidgee scrub, I did my best to trace the secrets of the creases in that weathered, hoary face. The hands of time have changed our land, brought laughter and brought tears, and built a nation's history that spans 200 years.